What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So I wanted to talk about SOS. I wanted to talk about blockchain stocks. So first I'm going to talk about SOS, and then I'll also go into Riot in another video. So make sure you check out that. But I think mainly they're going to be the same information because I'm mainly looking at the technical analysis, not really breaking down the news too much because a lot of people understand what's going on with these. The main reason that people want to get in these is because of cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency has a huge uptick. And if it does have a huge uptick, then people are going to want to get into these positions. So before I get started, please hit that like button. Also hit the subscribe button for more videos like this one. And make sure that you get your free stocks with Webull down below. This is the platform that I'm using. So if you are interested in this, this will definitely help out your situation a lot because you have a lot of indicators and a lot of things that you can use. So SOS, as I look into the position, you could see that it had a substantial amount of growth. In the last few days, basically dating back from, let's say, the real uptick was on February the 11th. And then from there on, you could see it had a huge uptick, basically from that $5 mark all the way up to $16.46, decreasing a lot and getting down to about $11.55, right? So you can see that it had a substantial amount for basically the last month. If we're talking about a full month look, you can see that it started at like that $1.78 mark or dollar mark or $2 mark. And you can see it pushed up to $16 and, like I said, ended at $11.55. So it had a lot of movement here. Now, what was the reason for this movement? Mainly because a lot of people are starting to really get into different types of cryptocurrency, whether it is Bitcoin, whether it is, Dogecoin or whatever. They're getting into all these positions and people are trying to figure out what's the best stocks to get into if they can't get into crypto. Right? They're going to get into the next best thing if they can't get into the actual cryptocurrency, especially, Bitcoin being at, $50,000 or $55,000, whatever it actually is at. But seeing this, you could see the substantial growth. And in every case that I talk about a stock that has a substantial amount of growth in a couple of days or even in a day, you're going to see a large amount of growth and you're also going to see a large fall. Now, whether this fall will be quick or whether it will be a little bit slow, it depends on the hype and how the hype dies down. So with a lot of the cryptocurrency, I want everybody to beware. I want everybody to understand exactly what they could be getting into when it comes to these positions. They're getting into something that's another hype stock, something like a GME, something like an AMC, but without all of the negative side of things, without all the short positions that people are taking out on them. So you have a number of people that are, buying into this position in order to drive up the price, in order just to take their profits. And you can see that right when they get to this point to where it's $16.46, saying it's enough. It's being oversold way too much. So it does drop down with a lot of wide range candle bars if you're looking at just like a 4-hour mark. Now, as you start to get into the current days, you can see that it does flatten out, right? Which could mean a number of things. It flattens out because it is fighting a certain price and you have a lot of buyers and a lot of sellers and they're equaling out. Or you do have people that are looking to sell, but you just have those people that are looking to get in because they think they're at their false bottom. And you have a number of people that want to get in there. Now, whether it's actual people that want to buy to continue to push up this price or actual people that want to buy to just take a profit, you're going to see two different results. If you have people that are willing to drive up the price to invest in something that's basically the future of cryptocurrency, right? Then that's where they're going to see that long-term growth. But if you have people that are investing in something just to take a profit, they're going to invest in it. And once they see a drop again, they're going to sell and they're going to continue to drive that price down, which is what you don't want. So this is where you could be seeing that and you don't really know exactly what's happening here. Now, what I would say is that the hype is not over when it comes to SOS, when it comes to Riot, when it comes to Bitcoin, it comes to Dogecoin. It's not over, right? People are still interested in cryptocurrency. You have a lot of fake accounts, fake YouTube accounts out there that are still pushing a ton of cryptocurrency, still trying to buy up Bitcoin, trying to buy up a lot of different investments. I mean, that's what they're all for. And the hype is still there. You still have Elon Musk buying $1.5 billion in Bitcoin. I feel like my voice is already giving out and I just started really talking. But you have a number of people that are actually getting into it and you can't say the hype is actually dying down. So you can see this as it starts to widen a little bit. You can see it start to round off. The good thing is we do see the 200 EMA under the 15 moving average, which indicates that it is going to have that massive price action. However, you are seeing it start to come back. And as the 200 EMA starts to chase the stock, starts to chase the stock price, that means that you may see a closer crossover than what you would think. You may think that the 15 moving average needs to come down to the 200 EMA, but they could both meet at each other, which would be a bad situation, because if they do cross back over, that's definitely potential for it to drop back down. Now, if I was actually looking at this from a trend level, a trend perspective, I would say that if it needed to stay on trend, it would have stayed down here and stayed somewhere on trend after this mark. After this mark on February 2nd, I would say it needed to stay on trend and continue that way, continue to have its growth. But with the massive interest in cryptocurrency, that's where it changed sides. So I would say that if you're looking for an investing point, it might not be at its bottom yet, but you may see a lot of buy orders come in. You are seeing like a lot of sell orders that are still outstanding here, just kind of waiting out there in limbo. And this is over the weekend. So this is something you need to watch out for. And I will never tell anybody to just invest at this point, because the stock market is not predictable, especially with anything that had this much hype to it. It doesn't look like it was a complete sell-off, but you do have a lot of people that are still interested in buying this up because the price did go down. Do they believe that it's going to go up to $20, $30, $40? It's definitely a possibility. And this could be valid growth, but a lot of this may not be realistic growth. And you might expect it to grow up to here, maybe up to that, $8 point or $10 point. But growing up to $16 is something that's too quick to say that that's a fast enough growth to make it justifiable. But in my opinion, you can still get into this position if you wanted to. You can still have growth, and you've seen it over a number of days to where it did have pretty substantial growth. Over Friday, it had 5% growth. Over the after hours market, it had 2% growth. You can see, let's look at 5 days. You can see that it basically flattened out here, but you've seen all this growth coming up the last couple of days before that, all the way up to $16. So a lot of people were saying, hey, when's the bottom? Is this the bottom? People did buy in, ended up getting to a decent price, a decent gain here, but it's just not enough, right? It's not enough to basically say, hey, they finished at a lower point here. We invested at, invested at this point and gained a substantial amount of money or a good amount of money. But by the end of the day, it pretty much broke even or was close to break even, being 5% up. So it's not something that's actually looking like it was in the past, to where it had that huge separation. Now you're seeing crossover after crossover. So this is something that looks a lot different than what it was. And I can't say that you can have an actual investing point right now, but if you are interested in it, you can probably gain a little bit out of it. Just pick your spot, because it might still be a little bit too high for you. I do think that you do have potential in this position, but it might be a little bit high. Let me know what you think about this analysis without actually taking any news into account, which you probably need to take some news into account when you're doing your due diligence. This is my breakdown of what I see in the chart and what I see when it comes to SOS. So let me know your thoughts. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Hey, I might even get interested in this, since I am putting some more money into Webull, that I might even get interested in putting a couple of dollars into a couple of positions to see what I can gain here. So yeah, while my AMC money is being held up. But yeah, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. If you are interested in Webull, make sure you check out Webull down below. All you have to do is sign up, deposit $100, and you'll get free stocks. But that's my video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.